Let's get ready to rumble. What is the goddamn deal? It's the country bumpkin, as these hoe ass niggas would say. I like that name, country bumpkin. You know what I mean? I like that shit. Yep, this country bumpkin be bumping them pussies, you know what I mean? Sticking this cock in that pussy. You know what I mean? If let me hear, hey, y'all need to share, subscribe, and like. Share this with some people. Okay. Um, Give it out. If you know any homeboys who be complaining about pussy, can't get no pussy, tell them to hit us up at 512-663-3815. I will show you how to get you some pussy. Okay. Oh, we got 8 people in here. Kevin B. What's the goddamn deal? Nigga, we finna have some fun tonight with this shit. Cause I told niggas not to fuck with me, not to say shit. They just blocked. They begged me to take off that. They took off that video, the pinup bitch of Auntie Terry Parks. They took it off. I guess this bitch was taking up for him. You know what I mean? I guess the bitch was taking up for him. You know, I hope they in this room tonight. Yo, what's up? What's up? Got a brother L, Kevin, Gilbert. What's up, man? Shit. We gonna read this funny shit. This clown, they be keep all these niggas be giving out templates and affidavit of status. Man, what's going on, P1? Yep, Terry still dick eating, yep. They be doing all this retarded stuff. That's how you know these niggas is dumb, stupid, and retarded. Okay? And then he was telling niggas not to go to federal court. Like, bro, your dumb ass went to federal court. They gave you a remedy in your federal court case, but your dumb ass can't fucking comprehend, fool. What's going on, Cornelius? I'm about to put this shit up here. And I'm gonna tell you what he did. Let me go and share this shit. Let me check my email. I'm gonna share something with y'all. Stop following niggas who do fucking templates. Doing the fucking straw man. I told you that shit don't work. That straw man bullshit, that shit is played out. Then you had a motherfucking cop. I know y'all ready, man. Hold on. I'm gonna put this case up. Cause he shitted on my man. He shitted on my man Penny the shit. This shit is more than right. Right, fellas? What's up, Keto? This shit is more than right, fellas. Yeah, that shit don't work. Y'all look at this shit here. And then this nigga made a video talking about I'm beating up on Texas. I'm beating up on Texas. I'm beating up on Texas. Nigga, you barely tall enough to reach your girl titties, man. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? She taller than you, nigga. Don't come for me when you look better than your bitch, okay? You and her out here eating food in the car, spitting, you acting like you Keith Lee and shit. You know what I mean? That's what Keith said. That nigga acting like they Keith Lee and shit. Buying a hoe ass eating a hoagie, 2 hoe ass motherfuckers eating a hoagie. The fuck, nigga? Look at this shit. Now, this was this dude, right? This dude is a dentist, fellas. Let me first start. This is Sham Stoppers. We reserve all our rights and waive none. This ain't a sovereign citizen movement, anti-government. This is not an anti-government movement. None of that. All the female lawyers, y'all can come suck my dick. Check this out. Look at this. Renick Moss, order setting, hearing date. It is ordered that a hearing on a petition for de novo file in the above captioned cause will be held on the second day of June 22 at 9, right? This is in Dallas, right? Look, it is further ordered that any and all prior orders are vacated as null and void with prejudiced. Not prejudiced, fellas, but prejudiced. Terry Parks wrote this shit. And I'm going to show you what a court made fun of his ass. And the dummy took him to appellate court, okay? This nigga took him back to the court that he's supposed to be fighting. Go in the state, fight the state. He ain't going to no real appellate court where 3 judges is there, fellas. No, this nigga is going to the district appellate court. See, there's a fucking difference. And I know he don't have that type of writing skills or capacity to do this shit. He put prejudiced. He wanted to put void with prejudice, right? But he put prejudiced. Right? And guess what? The judge signed this shit. Because she said she finna have fun with some old illiterate ass niggas. Because these bitches run child support. Okay? And they run these scary ass niggas. Now, remember this date right here, fellas. Remember this date in prejudiced. All right? Prejudiced. We finna go to case text. Y'all ready to see this shit? Laugh at this shit at case text? This nigga will not leave that straw man shit alone. Keep doing it, brother. Shit, we ain't finna beg you to stop doing stupid shit. Keep it up, bro. Keep up the dumb work. Keep up the stupid work. Here it is on case text, fellas. In re NM. Opinion in the interest of NM children. Emily Miskell Justice, excuse me, fellas. On appeal from the 301st Judicial Court, Dallas County, Texas trial court calls before Justice Pertina Kipnis. Anyway, y'all ready for this? Memorandum opinion. Reniki Rashad Moss, father, appeals the judgment of the trial court in a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. SAPSA filed by the Office of Attorney General, OAG. And mind you, fellas, check this out. Before these dummies come and say something, check this out. All these people used to work for child support right here. They used to work for child support. You're not going to win a child support case in the appellate court because you'll be fucking up the public policy, right? So this is child support's whatchamacallit, and I'm going to show y'all at the end what's the difference, all right? Back to what I was saying. Filed by the Office of Attorney General, OAG, involving Shanika Shante Marks Moss, mother of their 2 children. So the father right here, this nigga he got a master's degree at Texas A&M. He's a head dentist, and he teaches dentistry there. And this nigga went to Terry Parks. I'm going to tell you how he went to Terry Parks. This is what got him over there. And we're going to read this shit. A lot of guys don't like the way I cuss, talk shit about the bitch and all that, right? And these are the niggas that's going to stay on child support, right? Unless they make a deal with the bitch. 9 times out of 10, that's their only route. They make a deal with the bitch. And long story short, he came to me and G. Alex. He came to me and G. Alex for help, right? And I said, how much money did this dude charge you? We said, how much money did he charge you? 3 racks, okay? So check this out. Filed by the Office of Attorney General involves the mother of 2 children. The trial court adopted associated judge's order modifying father's child support obligations, confirming a judgment for child support arrearages. So they put up a judgment up because he was married. right? So he went in there beforehand and signed and agreed to some shit because he the type of person that he around dumb motherfuckers who can't read. Just because you got a PhD and all that, and if you can't comprehend what the fuck you read, you just going there to take a test to get a fucking sheet of paper and get a slap on the booty. But anyway, father raises two issues on appeal, arguing that including a sentence in his hearing notice that vacated with prejudice the associate judge order on the OAG claims he transferred his hearing notice into a final judgment and deprived the trial court of further plenary power. Right? We conclude that the orders setting the hearing dates were not final judgments that disposed all the claims and parties that the trial court had I can't say it, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me pause it, fellas. Preliminary. Jesus Christ. Power to modify those orders and adopt the associate judge's order as the court's final judgment. We affirm that the trial court's order. Okay. Procedural background. In 2019, the OAG filed an original petition in a SAPSA involving father and mother and NM pursuant to Chapter 231, right? The associate judge had a hearing that the Title 4D case and ordered the father to pay current and retroactive support and provide health and dental insurance while he a dentist. So guess what? He don't have to provide dental insurance for his child, among other matters. Almost 2 years later, OAG filed an original petition suit affecting parent-child relationship suit for modification and motion to confirm child support arrears is seeking to modify father's prior child support obligations, add support for a second child, CM born after the initial order, and confirm the child support arrears on May 3rd, 2022. Did y'all see that on that paperwork? And the court's Title 4D court associate judge had a trial. And I'm going to tell y'all what's so crazy. It says the Title 4D associate judge. So the bitch went down there and filed for this shit. Let me keep reading, man. It's going to get good. The OAG appeared, mother appeared, pro se, father, although duly notified, did not appear. On May 9th, the associate judge signed an order, the AG's order. The order indicates that a record of these proceedings was made, but reporter's record is not part of the record on appeal. Right? Here go a footnote. A Title 4D case is a case in which the OAG provides Title 4D services to who? The bitch, right? These niggas won't fight the bitch. They're going to fight the people, right? On May 11, 2022, father timely requested a de novo hearing and referring the district court listing the following three issues: challenge personam and commercial venue jurisdiction. Now, I'm finna talk some shit. What the fuck is commercial venue jurisdiction? What the fuck is that? Can somebody tell me what the fuck is that? Huh? Can somebody please tell me what the fuck is that? This dude wrote for a fucking dude who got a master's degree, a dentist. So here's the proof, fellas. People who got master's, PhD degrees are a bunch of dumbasses too. Can somebody please, can you please explain to me what is that before we go any further? Commercial venue jurisdiction. Man, are you serious? Let me keep going. And to challenge the legal status as a non-legal entity. Here we go with that bullshit. Man, how you How you gonna challenge in your dumb asses at court? I don't understand these Negroes. See, affidavit of status. What the fuck is the affidavit of? Let me look up what the fuck is the affidavit of status. Hold on, we're gonna come right back. Let's look up what the fuck is the affidavit of status, fellas. Affidavit of status. Okay, let me pull it back up. Let me pull this shit back up, fellas. The affidavit of status. This nigga put an affidavit of status, nigga. Jesus Christ. When niggas get desperate, they get desperate. Look, here it is. Okay, you got a military status affidavit. You got a marital status sworn affidavit, right? You got an affidavit of civil status. You got an affidavit of marital status, affidavit of support, right? Affidavit of current family status, affidavit of single status, affidavit of support, right? Okay. Affidavit of single status. Okay, hold on. Let's find affidavit of status. Single status affidavit. Okay, here it is. Affidavit of status form. Affidavit of political act of state templates form. Okay. And I bet you $100 he gave him that shit in the background. Right? Fucking templates, nigga. Templates do not work. Okay? Let me keep going. Let me keep going, man. Father included a sentence in his proposed order setting the date that any all prior orders are vacated as none and void. Didn't y'all just read what I put up? Y'all remember that, right? And I told y'all remember that. The trial court signed this scheduling order on May 16, 2022. The May 16 order setting hearing because father did not provide mother with notice of that hearing. So he didn't give the notice to the mammy. Fellas, you have to notice these bitches. So he felt like he didn't notice her. And they just dropped a jewel for these dumb motherfuckers. You gotta notice the bitch. Because it's her case, not yours. When it's her case. Everybody repeat after me. It's her case. It's her case. It's her service. It's her case. That's why they give her a caseworker, not your ass a caseworker. They only give you a caseworker when you stupid enough to fall for it and say, hey, this is my caseworker. I got a caseworker too, my child support case. Right? Father subsequently submitted to the court another proposed order setting a hearing date, which stated that any and all prior orders are vacated as null and void with prejudice. Prejudice. Sick. Y'all see this right here? It says sick. Sick. Let me read the chat. It says sick. You see what it says sick at? Let me blow it up for y'all. Y'all probably can't see that shit. Let me blow that shit up. It says sick. Do you know what that means? Do you know what sick means? Sick means they repeating you and making fun of your ass because you can't read. We're gonna put the real definition of sick. S-I-C. We're gonna put that shit up. These lawyers make fun of stupid niggas like these people, man. Shit. The trial judge signed his second schedule order on May 25th, 2022. Didn't I tell you how to remember that? A week later, the trial judge signed a third notice of hearing, setting a later de novo hearing date, which did not contain any language regarding prior orders. On June 6, 2022, the OAG filed a motion to modify, correct, or reform judgment on the alternative motion to clarify stating it had not received notice of father's request for a de novo hearing or a copy of his proposed order setting the hearing date until May 17, 2022, and requesting the trial court to strike the language that any other orders are vacated as null and void from May 6 order setting hearing, given that the de novo hearing on the marriage had not yet been held. See, these niggas is all over the place. See, this is what you get. This is what you get when you fucking shop around. You go get shit that sound good. You know what I mean? He ain't done this shit in his baby mama case, right? He didn't beat no baby mama case. He didn't go into court and do that. This nigga begged. He took his family into court to beg the bitch to take him off. Go to his very first video. Shaking like a fucking dice game. He cannot comprehend what the fuck he's reading. He has a fucking mental problem, right? So this is what he did. He felt like, hey, Wasil took 3 niggas to federal court, right? And he said, man, Wasil lost in federal court. You know why we lost in federal court? This is why we lost in federal court. Number one, niggas don't be telling us what the fuck is on the record. They don't know what's on the record with the bitches filed, right? Right? Number two, niggas don't read. Niggas can't read. Niggas don't want to learn how to read. Niggas can't comprehend. This shit is plain and fucking simple, nigga. Let me keep going. Which the court did not attend to the signing that order. Did not attend when signing that order, excuse me. The trial court granted the OAG's motion to modify the correct and reform or clarify judgment in order that such language be stricken from both May order setting hearing dates. So they stricken that shit, right? The court also set aside orders signed after the father filed his de novo hearing request on May 11, 2022. So what they did, they started that shit over, right? And they still fucked it up. In that same order, the trial court denied father's request for a de novo hearing and dismissed his request for want of prosecution, finding that the father refused to be sworn for testimony at the de novo hearing. The trial court further ordered the AG's order continues as the order of the court. So he had that child support that they gave him retroactive to pay for that bitch continue. Because guess what? They ain't said nothing about the bitch. See, these niggas is trying to fight the child support people. You ain't supposed to be fighting them because guess what? The only way you try to fight them, they got to be involved too. They got to do some shady shit. But guess what? It's that bitch fault. She's your problem while you going through this shit. You sue her funky ass because she sued your motherfucking ass. Last time me telling y'all that, fellas. Father did not raise the denial and dismissal of his request for de novo review in his appellate's brief. In a paragraph with his reply brief, Father mentions for the first time that if the trial court retained any authority after the May 25th order setting hearing was signed, then the trial court had a duty to hold a de novo hearing to establish paternity and review the SAPSA. He states the trial court did not address these issues and later dismissed the de novo hearing request. Oh my God, this is getting embarrassing, man. We may not consider the issues raised on appeal for the first time in a reply brief. Veterinary specialists, and they give you cases, man. You see, that's what they're giving you cases. Provided the appellant may file a reply brief addressing any matter in the appellate's brief. See, this is how I know. Terry Parks don't know how to write a brief. He ain't went to school to learn how to write a brief, right? He just filed a legal entity. He ain't the man, all that bullshit in there. That shit does not work. That ain't the subject matter of this motherfucking case, nigga. Nigga is stupid. In addition, Father does not make a clear argument relating to this issue or provide citations to authorities. You see that? To issue or provide citations. Citation means case law. So I don't know if y'all remember when y'all was in high school, y'all had to write research papers. I know I did. I wrote research papers in college and in high school. And one thing my teacher used to teach us is, hey, you got to cite this information where you got it from. So go in that little drawer where all them little cards is at and show me where you got this information from. Right? It's just like when you get pulled over for a ticket. What the officer say, hey, I'm going to cite you for this. And he going to put the code on that shit and everything for your ass to go look it up. And he gonna say, hey, you got two choices. You can do defensive driving or you can come to court. This ain't a promise to appear, but it's a promise, whatever. Y'all know the bullshit. Anyway, to the authorities of the record in support of any such argument. As a result, this issue has not been preserved in our review. What? Let me see what y'all saying in this chat. Y'all enjoying this shit? I'm gonna let my nigga come up. Hold on, let me put the whatchamacallit in the chat. I know y'all enjoying this shit. Hold on, let me put the whatchamacallit. I know y'all enjoying this shit. I'm gonna keep reading this shit. Let me see. Appellate courts require type brief, correct? Yeah. Yeah, PE1. Yep, they require that. Yep. Terry Parks saying he be telling it, go to the appellate court. Nigga, you ain't won not one appellate court case, nigga. On July 13, 2022, father filed a notice of appeal in this court. The order setting hearings are not final judgments. Courts review de novo whether an order is a final judgment because the finality is a legal question impacting jurisdiction, in-rate guardianship. See, they give you cases and shit, man. They citing the law. It says Apple law, final judgment. Under Texas law, a judgment is final. For the purpose of appeal, it is if it disposes all pending parties and claims in the record, except as to carry out the decree. So let me break this shit down to you, fellas. Final judgment. Whenever they give you a final judgment, that means you signed for something. You signed for the divorce decree. You signed to pay her alimony. Right? And they're going to uphold you because you supposed, there's a saying, a man of your word, be a man of your word, not a woman of your word. Women are children, fellas, and I keep telling y'all this. Women are fucking children. Regardless of his language, the judgment that finally disposes of the remaining parties and claims based on the record in this case is final. Although in that order should have been interlocutory, can be final if it disposes of all claims and parties. The intent to finally dispose of the case must be unequivocally expressed in the words of the order itself. In case where there has not been a conventional trial on the merits. See, look, let me explain this to y'all, fellas. In this case, there has not been a conventional trial on the merits. So what are the merits to this dude's defense on the case he's supposed to be challenging? He's supposed to be challenging the bitch, right? But he didn't get his P's and Q's. He didn't have his P's and Q's correct, fellas. The Texas Supreme Court has further emphasized that an order of judgment is not final for the purpose of appeals unless it actually disposes of every pending claim or party, unless it clearly and unequivocally states that it finally disposes of all claims and parties. An order lacking the unmistakable language on finality that it resolves all claims between and among all parties and is final and appealable is ambiguous in a suit under the family code when the order does not comport with the statute governing final orders and is otherwise inclusive as it is intent. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I'm finna tell y'all something. Y'all listen to me real good. Child support honors contract law. Child support abides by contract law. Child support is governed by contract law. So guess what? If you didn't sign none of your contracts, guess what, fellas? You don't owe shit. But it's only one little small one small little tiny thing. The reason you will owe if you didn't sign, if you went into default and you didn't challenge the default. Okay? I'm just clearing that up. Because I know we're going to have some bitch ass niggas come back and why that nigga don't know what he talking about. Hey, man, I'm live in Austin, Texas. I ain't ran from now, bitch. I'm not on child support and I don't pay child support. I'm not volunteering because it's a fucking service. I know I'm not stupid and the state of Texas know I'm not stupid either. Right? We're just going to keep it above. Okay? It's a service. And I have the paperwork where it says she can refuse service. Right? And I made people in Texas take that sheet off. And I got that sheet. Let me pull it up. Let me pull that sheet up. Let me keep reading and I'm going to pull that sheet up for y'all. I have that shit. Nobody else has it. Okay? Nobody. I sent it to my brother. Wait a minute, god damn it. Hold on, where you at? Hold on, fellas. Let me continue this and we're going to go back to that. Nothing that lack of the statutory notices and other information required by family code to be included in the final judgment indicated an order was not a final judgment. Any doubt as to a judgment's finality must be resolved by determining the trial court's intention based on the language of the order and the record as a whole, occasionally aided by the conduct of the parties, right? Powers of the associate judges in Title 4D cases. Now, y'all better listen up to this. This is a good one. The Texas Family Code provides the appointment of associate judge, which is a mini judge. You remember? I think it's 2 or 3 podcasts I did. These are mini judges, okay? To assist with completing Title 4D child support cases referred to an associate judge by an appropriate court. An associate judge may hold a trial on the merits and recommend an order to referring district court. Although associate judge holds a trial and provides the substance of his rulings, a party may request that the referring district court hold a de novo hearing on specified issues, which they did not. Okay? An associate judge's proposed order. See, that's when he said he's not the entity, right? But you up here participating in shit if you're the entity. It makes no sense. Generally, it is full force and effect and enforceable as an order or a judgment. And we did a video a long time ago. It's the difference between the order and the judgment, right? Dumbass made a video and said it's the same thing. Hey, I don't know. If you're a fool, you want to listen to that fool. Of the referring court pending a de novo hearing before the referring court. The May orders setting hearings are not final judgments because they do not dispose all party claim. Father argues that the language in May 25 order setting hearing vacating all prior orders as null and void with prejudice, right? Disposed of all claims and parties in the case, including the OAG's claims and the AG's order that May 25 order setting hearing is thus the final judgment in this case. We disagree based on the fact of the order, the record in the case, and the intention expressed by the court. Y'all see that? They disagree. Father requested the no hearing prior to the trial court signing either of the May order setting hearing dates. Father provided the proposed forms of both orders to the trial court, which contained the language purporting to vacate all prior orders with prejudice in the case of the May 25th order setting hearing. Okay. The fact that the trial judge signed these orders while also scheduling a de novo hearing indicates on the face of the orders that the trial court did not intend for either I'm tongue-tied as I'm going fast, fellas. Y'all already heard me say that. The order setting a future hearing date to be the final judgment. Concluding that the judge's intentions consider requests for attorney's fees and sanctions at the future pending hearing rendered the dispute order interlocutory rather than final. Holding that because the mother still had claims. Look at this, fellas. Here it is, right here. Here it is. Holding that because mother still had claims. What is her fucking claims? Huh? What's her fucking claims? These dummies go places that don't want to take their own. Oh, hold on. He backstage. Hello?
Yo,
Yo. So did you see what they just said in here?
yes.
Holding it because the mother still had claims. These niggas didn't challenge these claims. Let me keep reading. I'm gonna let you go and dissect this shit, tear your ass up too. Remaining for the trial court and notice the trial setting was filed after the order was entered. The complaint order was not a final order. In this case, the trial court had not yet adopted AG's order, which was the subject of pending de novo review. So let me hit y'all with this. Okay, he's still arguing, right? Father argues that the hearing orders that vacate the AG's order are final judgment, but they do not resolve any of the affirmative claims pleaded by the OAG. These niggas, man. Hold on. Let me go and pull it down. Let me pull it. Look at this, fellas. He done set this nigga up. Judgment. In accordance with the court's opinion of this date, this order, trial court date, June 29, 2022, is affirmed. It is ordered that the penalties of the Office of the Attorney General of Texas and Shanika Sante Marks Moss recover their costs of this appeal from Terry Parks Klein. And that nigga got to pay child support. He on child support. You can have it,
Mm.
my brother.
Man, you already said a mouthful, man. Uh, but if they don't get the whole gist of everything what you said in a nutshell, man, it's that woman, man, that's after you. And from what I've seen you present, all these dudes out here, they like lost and found, man. That you find them and now you're lost because then they're giving you something that you're not even challenging the bitch on. She's got a claim on you. Now, the thing is, even though she assigned her rights over to the state, it's still her shit. She's just having the state represent her as her attorney. But what they do is they say, well, you got to assign all your rights to us, and it might not go your way. So pretty much, man, they doing some cartel shit. It's like sign over your rights to us, but we don't represent you because we can go against you. What does that mean? That means that even though they represent the woman, if you got a powerful enough claim in defense, they can't even touch you, right? And some of y'all that have been on child support for a long time, you can counter sue her for certain things going on within that contract, right? And guess what the agency go do? They go after her for it. Man, I need to stop going after these agencies, man, because it's not the agencies that invoke that system, that program. She signed your ass up. I mean, I don't know how hard that is to swallow. I know y'all love y'all mamas and baby mamas and stuff like that, but this is why y'all losing. And then, as my brother said in the beginning, man, y'all getting these templates from all these dudes. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Just because they show their face and they talk all proper and they sound good, don't mean they know what they talking about, man. If they not asking you questions about your case and trying to find out the details, what's on the record, and customizing the claim for you, then they not working with you. Because think about it. I challenge anybody. I could probably bet an unlimited amount of money if anybody can pull up any court case within this modern time that you won based off of a straw man theory or use the status in any child support proceeding, whatever. It don't exist. And y'all need to start, man. We live in an age of technology and information. How y'all not do y'all research before you go to these dudes and pay them all that money? That's laziness. That's laziness. And I ain't talking about Google. I'm gonna take your ass up, go all that. If you can't read, you better learn how to read. Your ass is too grown to not know how to read and comprehend. This is why shit happening to you. This is why shit happening to you because y'all don't read. Y'all can read, but y'all can't comprehend what y'all reading. Now, I know I hate to do this to y'all, but I gotta tell y'all the truth. Not every one of y'all. I'm not speaking to every one of y'all, but the ones they know who I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about. Like you could read what's on the screen right now. If my brother wasn't reading that, could you read that and comprehend what they were saying? Do you know what those words mean? If you don't, look it up. Man, research anything somebody's telling you. Hey guys, let me teach you about the child support. You have legal status to deny all that bullshit. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm gonna tell you when you come over here, I'm gonna question the fuck out of you. I want to know everything, and you'd be surprised how many people I get. I'm catching a lie. Oh, they did sign something. Oh, they did go to somebody else and messed up their whole defense. Because once you lose an argument of status and jurisdiction, once you lose that argument, you have no more defenses. That is the rules of the court. I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. First thing y'all do, if anybody's helping you and is not asking you, is not helping you go after the bitch and refute the bitch's claim, I'm telling you, child support deals with neglect. Either you were abusive or you was absent, right? Those two things have to exist. And sometimes they have her fill out that application and have her mark those boxes, right? Because see, the state can't intervene unless you give the state certain parameters. I'll give you an example. Some of y'all been involved in domestic violence. When the police show up, they ask her the same questions. Sometimes they lead her into answering questions she don't even know. They'll ask you, does he own any weapons? Does he be around any children that's not his? Has he ever harmed any pets? Has he threatened you? Has he choked you? See, if a bitch hear those and she want to get at you, she's going to say yes. And what they're going to do is give the state authority to act on behalf. Same thing with child support. They have to get her to claim that you did something wrong. So you're going after the agency. Meanwhile, she's over in the corner or in the opposing seat in the courtroom saying all this shit about you, but you don't go after her. How stupid is that? She don't love you. She signed you up to be a prisoner. A prisoner, dude. She signed you up because she don't want you to take care of no other woman. She wants you to take care of her because she don't want to see you with no other woman. It ain't got nothing to do with the children. I guarantee you. Because when they ask her how much money you need, she gonna say, "Well, She won't say the baby. She'll say, "I need this much money because I take care of doing her normal mother duties." So I'm telling you, stop going to these dudes, giving y'all boilerplate templates that has nothing to do with what your case is. If you call somebody and they say, "Hey, I'm gonna send you paperwork. Just pay me $200," and they send you paperwork, how seriously? You think it's that easy? They think it's that easy, bro. They think it's that easy.
I know it. I fucking
They look, yeah, you buying paperwork from somebody who don't know nothing about what's going on with you. They just want to go after the agency because it sounds easier. That's why y'all losing. And then y'all come over here and want us to be the cleanup crew. Sometimes we can help you, sometimes we can't. Because you messed it up so bad by putting that crap on the record. They're not going to believe nothing you say at all. Because they're gonna say, "Oh, he's a dummy. You need to get an attorney." That's what they're gonna say. Get an attorney. So stop it. Stop that straw man. Stop that I'm not that legal entity because I'm gonna tell you right now, they could just talk to you in conversation and get jurisdiction over you. Why? Because y'all going to end up talking back and giving up your position. You're going to acknowledge that you know that bitch. Number one, boom, got jurisdiction over you. Because now she made a claim against you, and now you admitted that you know her. So guess what? They got the right person for her who made the claim on you. You know what I'm saying? You can't say I'm not that person if you show up to court and you answer. If it's not you, don't answer. But guess what they're going to do? They're going to hit you with a default, and then you're going to have to answer anyway. So I don't know how I got, huh?
and there's more work.
That's more work because now you got to go. Now you got to challenge a default, and it's super harder to challenge a default because you claiming you not that person. They don't have status. That's stupid. That is stupid. You playing with some professional crooks. Professional crooks. They deal in the art of manipulation. They get jurisdiction over you 5 times in one sentence by talking to you. I think we did another video in the past talking about how you give up jurisdiction in them just by conversing with them. Saying because here's the thing, I'll give you one for free. If they say, uh, well, we're here to establish child support for your child, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? You're going to argue back and not deny that that's your child, right? And if you do deny, that gives them ground to DNA test you. So how do you get over that? I ain't going to tell you. I'm just giving you something to think about. But back to the issue at hand. My brother showed you a case where a dentist, this dude went to college, got in debt, became a doctor of your teeth, and went to somebody who made him look stupid and illiterate. Let me tell you something. That's embarrassing because all the attorneys, the judges looking at this dude like, he's a dentist? This is crap. You know what I'm saying? This is crap. See, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop. Pass this around. Any video you find online, any video, if you listen to this, pass it around, tell your friends, tell everybody what I'm about to tell you. This is how you test them. If they are talking anything other than going after the bitch and refuting her claims, they are frauding you. You do not challenge the agency. You do not challenge the agency. Let me repeat that again. You do not challenge the agency. You can challenge the case on certain grounds because it's her case, her claim, but you do not go after the agency because guess what? The agency didn't do nothing wrong unless they did not give you due process.
Say
And
that.
now what's that?
Say that one more time for him.
You cannot go after the agency unless they violated your due process. And you better sure damn near know how to prove that. How do they violate your due process? See, every child support court has to give you a notice and a right to be heard. So a notice is you getting the notice through mail or a process server. You replying back in writing once you find out what's on the record. Don't you submit nothing on the record until you look at the record. Otherwise, you fighting blind. You got to know what to defend yourself on. If the bitch says you molesting the children and you never around, you have to know that. Because if you don't know that, you're going to go in there and look silly talking about the agency can't do this. It ain't got nothing to do with the agency. It got to do something with what she said about you. Some of y'all be like, man, I take care of my children. I've been giving them money. I pick them up and stuff. Not knowing she lied and said you were never around or she couldn't find you. But how would you know that? So you're going to go to somebody like Terry, Chris, some other dudes on Instagram, I don't even know who they are, giving you paperwork to go after the agency. They not the ones writing the claim on you. She has to write the claim on you. She has to initiate the case. Why do you think they call her, the petitioner and you the respondent?
Hey now.
Duh. You know what I'm saying? And the agency representing her is no different than an attorney representing her. These people, half the time, these people are not even attorneys. They're assistant attorneys. Assistant attorneys. Assistant attorney just means we're going to give them some kind of power, but they don't have it. They're assisting an attorney, right? They're not an attorney. So what the states did was they made all the child support workers, some states, assistant attorneys. That way they can get qualified immunity and all that BS, right? I know it don't sound right, but guess what? The people in that city voted for that. All the women that y'all love voted for that. So now they made it a policy, right? So it's not them you need to go after. Y'all can play that game that I'm not the person. Y'all don't have status, man. There's 5, 6 ways they get jurisdiction on you, and you're going to lose at least one of them, if not all of them. So going in there talking about here's another thing. Here's another thing I hate because I come over with that stupid ass paperwork. Let me tell you something. It's got all look. Oh, let me calm down a little bit. It's got all that gibberish like I am a man. Y'all don't have jurisdiction, whatever. How do they not have jurisdiction? When you showed up, when you answered, because you better, you'll be at home playing Xbox, and next thing you know, your bank account empty. Why? Because you didn't defend yourself against the bitch. You were so busy worrying about the agency. They didn't got jurisdiction. They can't do nothing to me. I'm not the legal entity. I'm not going to show up. All right. If they don't get you in the body, they're going to get your bank account because they got your social. She done told them where you work at. She done told them how much you make, even though it's a lie. You could make $12 an hour. She could tell them you make 30. And guess what the court is going to believe? You make 30. Why? Because you did not know that she put on a record that you made $30 an hour. You didn't have a chance to object. Stupid. Quit being stupid. Pass this around. Any video you come across, if they not telling you go out to the bench, find out what's on the record, and defend yourself like a regular court case against her and all her claims. You get what I'm saying? If you haven't established paternity, they got ways to establish paternity. Let me tell you, if you went at the hospital to sign the birth certificate, all she got to do is call you by phone and get you to admit that that's your child. And the nurse will be listening in because the nurse is a notary republic. Those L&D nurses, they notaries. And all she got to do is be a witness while she call you over the phone talking about, yeah, you gonna come and see your child, whatever. No, I can't make it. I got to work. You get what I'm saying? That's how sneaky they are. Or you go in court and they be like, when's the last time you seen your children? And then your children, and then you start acknowledging that's your children. You just admitted paternity. That's all they need. The only thing you need to be worrying about is asking questions and challenging her claim. But you got to go and see what's on the record. Some of y'all scary. Man, they'll lock me up if I go up there. You know, they're going to lock you up anyway, and they're going to hit you with a default. They're going to lock you up. Then they're going to have a case while you're locked up. They're going to have a court hearing while you're locked up. How many times we seen that happen, bro?
Shit, I just seen it happen recently.
Yeah. The bitch will file an EPO out on you. What that would do is get them to come and pick you up. You have a right to challenge her EPO claim. You can even counter sue her on certain grounds. But her goal is to make you look bad, get you locked up, say you beat her, say you beat the kids, you are a violent person. Police will show up, lock you up, and now they're having a court hearing without you. Now you got to go. Now you got to backtrack, and now you confused because you don't know what happened to you. Some of y'all are truckers. Truckers, look, they get y'all left and right. Why? Because y'all not even in town to get the petition to show up to court. These bitches wait till you doing a load 500,000 miles away, do a court case, knowing you're not in the state. That's how they get over on you. That's how they get over on you. And then some of y'all don't update your address. How many times we tell people get a P.O. box, brother?
Shit, every time.
Get a P.O. box. You can use the street address. You know what I mean? I mean, it's simple because if you move or something, at least you still have that P.O. box. Man, y'all need to think, man. Y'all need to think. But challenge these dudes. Instagram, Facebook, especially Facebook, man. Any dudes talking about they can discharge debt of child support and they can get you off child support if it ain't talking about the bitch. They ain't got to say bitch. If it ain't talking about your baby mama, the woman, and her claim, you ain't got nothing. I think I said enough already.
Hey man, you remember this sheet on the screen?
Yep.
They don't have it no more.
See,
But
see.
I have it. And guess what, fellas? Every state has this sheet.
Hold on. What
Right.
sheet is that? Let me see. What sheet you got?
It's on the screen.
Hold on. I can't see it. I just see the court case.
Hold on. Wait a minute. The court case gone.
Hold on. Let me see something there. Hold on. Wait.
It's refusal of Title 4D child support service.
All right, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me update her.
Yeah, if you need any assistance with that, go and drop it in the nearest FedEx box or you. It's blurry. You on Android? Hold on. Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me see.
Can you
Oh
see
yeah,
it?
yeah. Refusal of 4D child support services. Oh yeah. Let me
Hmm.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell them a secret. We are the only ones who got this form and that rescission. See, all contracts you can rescind, right?
Hmm.
I was the only mofo in this jurisdiction that found a rescission of the acknowledgement of paternity
Hmm.
because they have to have a rescission. So, in other words, if you signed up, if you at the hospital with your baby mama and you signed acknowledgement of paternity, you can put in a rescission before she even get a chance to go to the courthouse because
Hmm.
they need paternity, whether it's written on paper or where they get you to admit it verbally by phone or in person before they can do anything to you. Because what they tell you, the acknowledgement of paternity is a financial responsibility document. It has nothing to do with custody or visitation, as they call it. And see, I need to ask questions. Go to ask fucking questions like, do y'all need an acknowledgement of paternity before you can initiate me into the program? Ask them that. We are here on a paternity case for such and such. Oh, well, before we begin, Your Honor, can I ask you a question? That paternity document or paternity that established a financial responsibility, is that correct? She's got to say yes. Then you're like, well, no, thank you. I don't need your services. If she can't take care of the child, I will adopt that child. You see how easy that is? That way, she's not burdened financially, and there's no burden on the state. There you go.
Yeah, but the state ain't gonna get paid no way because you, for one, you making your child become an upstanding citizen, and the mama, for one, you giving money to the bitch ass baby mama, and you paying her to make your children criminals, right?
Correct.
And
Correct.
that's double dipping for the state. Now they get child support out of you, and then they gonna get state money to lock your children up,
And
right?
here's the thing: when you agree to adopt a child, you become what? A foster parent, right?
Mm-hmm.
The state pays foster parents.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like
You just gave them a jewel.
you get look. You know what? And that's all I'm gonna give them because see, they don't know how to think. They go to these other people out here and get scammed. They get scammed and wonder why you know that all that gibberish paperwork. You got Tricky Ricky, you got Terry, you got Chris. I'm calling them all out. And if I remember the names of the dudes on Instagram and Facebook, I'm gonna call them out too. because it's time to call people out on their fraudness because they're giving everybody the same thing and everybody's not the same. Everybody's not the same. This ain't Islam. Everybody's not Muhammad. Your case is unique to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man, look, ain't no channel, and I'm a boast. I'm gonna get on my soapbox. There is no channel out there, and I'm being real sincere when I say this. There is no channel out there that's giving y'all the truth. Everybody wants y'all to do UCCs and all this other BS. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Those dudes just don't read. They don't know what to do, or they too gullible. No, no, no. They got too much of an ego to follow court rules and procedures. Their ego's too much. They don't want. Oh, I'm not the status. I'm not that person. I'm indigenous. I am Appalachian Aboriginal. Shut up. People come over here from Ghana, Nigeria. They come over here from Iraq. They come over here from Germany. They all get the same treatment. You are nobody special.
You ready for this?
Hmm?
You think they're gonna say, hey, Mundo, we got $1 million check for you. Oh, thank you. You think he gonna say I'm not the person, I'm not the legal entity?
Correct. They can trick your ass. They can make you accept some shit, but aha, gotcha.
Yeah, man, they still running this game. It's 2024. Nigga talking about the legal entity. Man, get the fuck out of here.
No, 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 no. Here's how they pull them out of it. You want me to tell you how they pull them out of it?
How?
They pull you out of that legal entity argument as soon as they put a lien on that social.
Straight.
Now you standing up like what? They took all my money in my bank account. Oh, what happened? I thought you wasn't the person.
Thank you. Oh, that, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, we got the right one. Look at him. He showed up. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who it is, but we know who this social belong to.
When they dig in your pockets, nigga, you gonna get act right.
Let me
You ain't
tell you something. Hide your wallets because when you sleeping, she is in your wallet.
she creeping when you sleeping.
Man, look, let me tell you something. When I was sitting up there in that child support courtroom just observing, I was just observing, right? There was a bunch of African women with a 8 by 11 piece of paper, printer paper, with their dude's ID on it, blown up. I was like, what? They had their dude's driver's license blown up on printer paper, dude, ready to put them on child support, fill out their application. I was like, damn. And these are African chicks. Man, come on with that status stuff. Because the Hague Convention says if you are not a U.S. citizen, they could still get you if you're in a Hague Convention country. So you could say you're not that legal person, but if you're in one of those Hague Convention countries, they still gonna get you. You're gonna be paying child support in Germany while she live here. I've seen it happen. So y'all need to quit that BS.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what happened. You ready for this?
Hmm?
One dude came for ask for help and I couldn't help him out. He brought a bitch from overseas, right?
Hmm.
This dumbass nigga signed the affidavit saying he gonna take care of the bitch when they divorce.
Mm.
And he gonna give her the house. So you know what she did?
Mm.
She divorced his ass, got her some more dick, and kicked him out the house. And now he paying him the fuck in the house.
Dang. Oh, let me tell you this.
Shit, nigga.
Y'all out here dating these women who's going to school for law. Ooh, y'all treading on dangerous territory. Let me tell you something. There's an attorney online. I'm not gonna say his whole name, but as an attorney online, his name is Dennis. I like Dennis, right? Dennis is, he talks about the women and stuff like that. But let me tell you, his wife scored high in law school. I say, you a good one. I ain't dating no woman who go to, like Kevin Samuel said, you don't date no chick who's a lawyer. You
Mm-hmm.
don't date no chick who's a lawyer because now she knows all the. She gonna be like a Fanny. What's her name?
Willis.
Fanny. Yeah, she gonna be like a Fanny, Fanny, whatever. Man, you don't
Oh yeah, on that
know.
note, fellas, if y'all want to see how real court is, Start looking at those cases. Look at Young Thug case and evaluate to your baby mama case. So if in your baby mama case, if they going for her, asking for her, it's a business meeting, man. It ain't no real court, man.
Yes, it
Correct.
is.
So y'all need to y'all need to see how real court is. You see how Fanny been acting up with her pussy pouch, right?
Oh man, she got a whole kangaroo in there.
Yeah, she got a. They call it a food, but I call it a pussy pouch. And that ain't nothing.
Oompa, oompa, doobity doo. She got
Every
one
woman
of them.
I see with a pussy pouch, that ain't nothing but doodle in that pussy pouch. She gotta get all the doodle out of there. That ain't nothing but
Bullshit.
doodle. Yeah, that shit. You called it fat. I said shit, man. That ain't nothing but shit. You know what I mean? Fat ain't nothing but shit anyway.
Well, it's a bunch of unhealthy sugar stored up in fat. That's what that is.
Yeah. So fellas, keep
But
this in mind. Child support is a service. It's the bitches because guess what? This document here, I made my second baby mama sign this, and I got the paperwork and everything to prove it. Don't I, my brother?
oh yeah.
I got it. I got it. I got it on my phone. She was sitting on the bed. She signed that shit. I said, "Here, sign this shit, cause it's your shit, right?
Hmm.
Don't put my name on none of your shit, okay?" And she did it. And the second time, she went to go try to do it the second time. See, motherfuckers can't do that. Terry bitch ass couldn't do that. His baby mamas didn't respect him. That's why she got a whole nother nigga fucking in front of her children, fucking in front of his kids. You know what I mean?
Let me tell them a secret. Man, I used to date women for years, man. Relationships and everything. Do you not know a lot of them be like, you know what? I don't even know your real name. For a reason.
Yeah, cause I used to do that. Look, I got some cold aliases. When I meet a bitch on the street, I don't give a bitch my real name, cause I know
Mm-mm.
what time it is. You know what I mean? I have her screaming a whole nother nigga name, and I just be
They al-
laughing. You know what I mean?
right. They always call me by my nickname, and I don't ever tell them where I move. I don't tell them what I work. I don't tell them what I make.
Y'all gotta be like these bitches. These bitches ain't gonna tell you how much money they got in the bank or what she
Nope.
got. She got surprise money. She saving surprise money, rainy day money putting up. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? Shit, you ain't supposed to trust no bitch. You supposed to tell her what the fuck to do.
When
You
she asks you for money, hey, you can you look? She's saving that.
know?
She's
Yep. You
saving that
make
for an attorney or something to come after you.
you make her spend her money because at the end of the day, she gonna throw away her money on some dumb stupid shit that she don't fucking need.
What you said.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? So yeah, fellas, but shit, I'm through talking for the night. It's been a glorious conversation and ass cracking because this nigga still doing the same shit. He ain't learned his lesson. You know what I mean? And we doing way bigger things than what they doing. We ain't on, and y'all gonna see. Now ain't the time. So we gonna let all these dudes show their cards first, and then we gonna
Hmm.
come and sweep them up. You know what I mean? That's what you do. You let a fool show their cards first. Cause I ain't said hardly shit about the Cubs last year. I was just doing my thing. I heard them there talking shit. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna use this year and I'm gonna clown this nigga. This the year of the dragon, nigga. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit. So yeah, I'm through, bro.
Yep. Oh, I want though. Here's the thing. Child support is an open case for as many years as you own it. There's two type of cases in child support. Well, there's two type of orders. You'll get an order to pay, right? But they'll keep that case open for years so they can modify it in 3 or 4 years. Now, if the judge doesn't do what's called a final order, that means that case is going to stay open for the entirety of the case. That means the bitch can go back and be like, I need an increase. If it's not a final order, that means you could still go back and sue her for something, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta know what's on this record, man. Stop letting these dudes give y'all paperwork, and they don't know nothing about your case. And they ain't, if they ain't asking you for no documents, because I'm gonna tell you, it's hard. That's why they don't ask you. It is hard to go through somebody's paperwork on the record and then customize a defense against what's on that record. These dudes are not like that. They want quick money and they don't care about you or your case. They just want to give you templates and sell it for like $200, whatever. I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't $200 worth of work to read through all them documents, know the law, know how to use case law, not that old ass Black Laws dictionary shit, like real case law. Man, that's work, man. That's work. Sometimes we don't get no sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You get what you pay for. If you want cheap prices, you're gonna get cheated.
Yes, sir. Well, yeah, folks.
That's all.
We
I'm
be
done.
about to sign off, and we're gonna be back for another one this weekend. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.